I don't think we're going to spend a lot of time on this because I don't think you guys are gutsy enough to call up and actually say it. If you're in a sexless marriage, sexless, 1-855-BERT show. Now,
people with who just had kids need not apply.
Okay, we can give you that waiver. The definition of a sexless marriage is over a year. No sex. Average couple has sex 60 times a year. Did you guys know that?
60 times?
60 times a year.
How many weekends are there in a year?
52.
52.
Because you can't do it on a weekday.
Get that thing away from me. Here's why I'm asking. Again, 1-855-BERT show. So I am on the phone with a friend who's been married a long time, 20 years. And he confessed to me that he and his wife, I'm being really particular because I don't want him to get called out, haven't had sex in over 5 years.
5?
5 years. And they're totally and 100% okay with it. He said there's been no deterioration. He's not cheating. She's not cheating. It's just that they both just kind of lost their desire to have sex with each other. So they made an agreement. Look, you're not enjoying this. I'm not enjoying this. It's really hasn't been a huge part of our relationship. Since we've been married, it's kind of low on the priority list. And we're really doing it more out of obligation than anything else. So let's just not do it.
Is it that they're not enjoying it, or it's not a big deal? There's no need.
I just think that, with all the kids they have and everything else, as far as the priority goes on their list, it's just way down there. And he told me they never went through that period of when they were dating where you're just like, oh yeah, all the time.
Okay.
That's your sound effect for it.
They just never went through it. They both aren't really super physical people. I mean, they have kids, so they've had sex, but it just, he said, was getting less and less frequent, and it just felt like more of an obligation than anything else. So they had a couple of really long, hard talks about it, and they both just said, I love you. I'm not going anywhere. I like you. I love you. I'm not going. You're a great dad. You're a great mom. I really enjoy our life together. Well, let's just not have sex. And they're like, and she was like, yeah, that sounds great to me.
Wow. So
Good for them.
And they're okay with it.
I wonder what happens in a moment where you feel it. Like you have that moment and you want it. Do you just not bring it up to your partner at all because you have like an agreement?
I didn't interview the dude, but I'm guessing
my question.
I'm guessing he's just taking care of himself because infidelity and sleeping with other people is off the table.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there are plenty of people that are asexual that are in successful relationships. It's very rare that you get two asexuals in one relationship, and maybe that's what's happening here, which is just like, you guys, the stars are aligned. That's awesome.
That seems like a great dating app
Soulmates.
right there. You got two people that, want to be with other people and enjoy a great life, but have no interest in sex whatsoever.
Yeah.
Ann is on the voice disguiser. Hey, Ann.
Hi.
Does this sound familiar to you? Because they've just decided for 5 years, no sex, and it doesn't matter at all.
I mean, it hasn't been that long. I would say it's been like a year, but yes.
And you're all right with it, or are you frustrated by that, or do you wish it was different?
Honestly, it's just with the hustle and bustle, it hasn't been like kind of in the forefront, but I wish there was more. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
Yeah. And is your sex drive higher than his or hers or whomever we're talking about?
His, yeah. I think it is, you try to initiate, but then it's just either interruptions because you have children or it's just kind of not a high priority. Like when at the end of the night when they're like, oh, put the kids to bed and then try, it's like you just pass out from it.
So
do it this weekend.
I'm sorry?
Do it this weekend.
You have homework.
The Bert Show is giving you homework, and it's to get laid by your husband this weekend.
Your mission, should you choose.
Why are you laughing? Are you serious?
How long have you gone now?
You're like, come take me now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'd say it's probably a solid 8 months.
8 months. Okay, you're not sexless yet.
No.
By the definition.
Correct.
But you're dangerously close. And Kristen is saying, just do like Nike.
You
this
miss
weekend.
it, you want it, and it's so easy to like. And I, as a couple with a 1-year-old, this was definitely an issue of ours this past year for sure. So I get you and I feel you, but I knew I missed it. And let me tell you, it's like riding a bike. You don't forget, I promise.
Muscle memory. Yeah, just crate those kids for an hour.
Grade them for an hour.
Okay, don't do that.
Hi, good morning. You were on The Voice Disguise, where we're talking about sexless marriages. So over a year. Are you in one of these right now?
I'm definitely in that situation.
How long has it been since you and your wife had sex?
Maybe a year and 3 months.
A year and 3 months.
And you're doing this willingly?
Reluctantly. I love her. I want to be with her because I care about her, obviously. But it's getting old, and I'm starting to look outside the window.
No, yeah.
So this isn't the same situation. You're not happy with this, and you guys haven't agreed. Is it the same type deal where you guys just got kids, you've been with each other for a while, and it's just kind of like way down on the priority list?
We don't have kids together. I have 2 children that are adults at this point, but we don't have kids together. It's just pretty much, I guess I'm waiting on her to pull the plug because I'm exhausted all these, and this
Okay.
is becoming very old.
I was going to ask you if you've been initiating and you just constantly get turned down.
I try to, I walk around the house like King Kong.
That's how you do it.
That's initiating.
Yeah. Well, King Kong picks up the
Listen,
lady and carries her up the Empire State Building or something.
Pounding on his chest. I don't know what this dude needs.
He needs to
He's
have
having a cardiac arrest.
He needs to have a conversation.
If you're
I
pulling a
know.
King Kong and taking her up on the roof, maybe she doesn't feel very sexual up there. She wants to be in bed.
I think what I was looking for is like people that are just like, yeah, you know what, it's just not important anymore.
So far, only one of the parties is consensual in this no sex thing.
If 50%
Yeah.
of those of you in the relationship aren't happy, it's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, good morning.
Good morning. How's everybody doing today?
Better than you, friend.
He sounds,
He sounds nowhere.
sounds real happy.
Dude, so it's been over a year for you.
It's been a little over 2 years.
2 years. And did the two of you guys make this agreement together, or it's just kind of like, you know what, it's not even on the table anyway. It's not important.
Actually, it was not a decision made. It was more along the lines of my diabetes affected me in a way to where it made it physical.
I'm sorry.
Diabetes. Okay.
Yeah.
But certainly there are people that have diabetes that have sex.
Yeah,
It's
it had gotten to a point to where it just stuff didn't work.
Yeah.
Oh.
Physically, like it's not just the diabetes. One of the side effects of his diabetes is he's not physically able to.
Gotcha. And there's no pill. There's nothing that they can prescribe for that?
Dude, I have tried everything.
I am
But
sure you have.
We are totally still in love. We've been married for 26 plus years. We got 3 kids, and sex is a great part of a marriage, but it's not everything.
Yeah, it's got to be very frustrating for you, though, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure.
it is. It is.
Well, good for you for making adjustments and being fulfilled in other areas of your relationship. And here's to hoping that there's, maybe somebody out there listening that's been in your situation and they're like, oh my God, I tried this and it worked.
How many doctors have you seen for this?
I've seen a couple, but there are other ways to take care of your partner.
Sure.
Yep.
Not too shy.
Oh, you're a giver, and I like that about you.
Facts.
He likes to improvise.
Hey, do you like what you just watched? Because you can get more Bert Show for free. We drop new podcast every weekday, and you can find us anywhere. Spotify, Apple, any place you get podcasts.
The Bert Show.